So this is a bit of an impromptu trip, if I'm honest with you. The reality of it is that I haven't been out for about a week now, and it was just really getting to me that I hadn't been out. So I've headed out, just plain and simply because there is an absolute ton of interest in the sky. It looks like we're in for an amazing sunset as well. So I want to get some long exposures, nice movement in the clouds, all that kind of stuff, see what we can get. But yeah, haven't been out for ages, so rather than driving miles and miles and miles trying to find an amazing location with amazing vistas, I thought I'm literally just going to walk out of my front door and see where I end up. I've got about, let's see where I am. I've got an hour. I've got an hour till sunset. So there is one location which I've walked past at the moment, but I did photograph it about 9 months ago at the end of the summer. And I did a long exposure of the clouds and stuff. It looked really cool. It was right on sunset. And I wanted to go back to that location and see what it would be like to photograph the exact same composition again, but almost a year later. Because I am a fan of going back and doing the same composition, just under different circumstances. I don't know who else, you know, follows in that kind of direction, but I like doing it. I like seeing what the different compositions look like. But yeah, I was gonna do that, but there's also a church up the end of the road here, and I want to see if there's a good composition with the church as a bit of background interest. Let's see. Well, hey! What's your names, guys?
Jay.
You are in the vlog, in the next vlog anyway. Where are you coming from? Straight later. What are you up to? Where?
We're going to meet his birds.
Fair play.
Charlie Yardley, that's her name.
All right.
She's homeless.
Jeez.
Homeless.
Sound,
mate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking it out, guys.
No worries.
Catch you later. See ya. All this like starting to blossom now, and it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the church is there. It's also facing the wrong way for a sunset shoot. I want to see if I can maybe get up there. Well, there's a little fence up there that I can see as well. See if I can get there. Right, so that's massively scuppered my plans. Okay, so apparently us common folk can't walk through that way. For those of you that don't know, Roman Road is basically a road in Sutton Coldfield, and it's where a load of stupid rich people live. Not stupid rich people, stupidly rich people live. A load of footballers. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of Aston Villa players that are up there, a few Birmingham City players, and just millionaires with ridiculously expensive cars and houses. So yeah, it's a private road. People like me can't go up there. There is a slight change of plan, just plain and simply because I don't know if my camera is going to actually expose for the sky, but if you look at the sky over there, it looks like it's going to catch. It really does look like it's going to catch. I don't want to miss that, so I'm going to go to what I know is good, and that's in this field. Hopefully there's some nice leading lines that are going to send us straight out into this sunset. But yeah, literally the sky looks like it's just going to ignite, and we've got this really greyish, dark grey cloud behind us here. We just get, oh, it looks like it's going to be gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I need to get myself on location, and then we'll start recording again. Excuse the mad hair, but this is what we're waiting for. This right here. It looks like it's going to explode. I really hope it does explode now that I've been hyping it up, because if it doesn't, I'm going to look a complete fool. But either way, it's quite chilly to be honest, but it's still really nice to just be out and about. Like I said, I haven't been out for a week, so it's just good to get out, be in the fresh air, and hopefully we'll get this shot. So here we are set up, we're just waiting. This is the best situation you want to be in. You just want to be sat here, composition ready, waiting for the light to do its thing. So whilst we're here and whilst we're waiting, first of all, I want to say a huge welcome and hello and thank you to all the new subscribers that I've had over the last week or so. I think I've had like 40 new subscribers in the last week, which is amazing considering I set up this YouTube channel a couple of months ago, but I only posted one video, and I've been doing these landscape videos now for well, like 2, maybe 3 weeks. And right now, as of this very second, the last time I checked, I think we're at 48. So if I can hit 50 by the end of the week, I'll be well happy. But yeah, welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna have to explain what I'm gonna do. This image is gonna be 2 photos. And the reason why it's gonna be 2 photos is because I wanna get a long exposure. Let's just tilt up. Yeah, I wanna get a long exposure a long exposure of all these beautiful clouds in the sky. Right, and I want them to be swooping through the photograph. It'll look really, really nice. However, as you can probably hear, let's just wait for it to expose from my face. Yeah, as you can probably hear, it's quite windy, which means that all this grass here, all these blades are going to be really blurry. So I'm going to take the second photo at a much faster shutter speed so I can get that pin sharp grass with no motion in it whatsoever. And then we'll chuck it into Photoshop, stitch the 2 together, and hopefully we'll have an amazing image of crisp, pin sharp blades of grass, but these really gorgeous swooping clouds going through the sky. Anyway, I think I've only got a few minutes left now, so I'm going to do my final preparations before I hit that shutter, and then I'll run you through my settings. Okay, so we might have a slight problem here in the fact that there are, well, low clouds on the horizon have appeared, and it's snuffing out that last bit of light. And now I'm afraid that we're not going to get it. So I'll have to wait and see. Okay guys, just before this camera dies, because I think this has just turned out to be a complete failure if I'm honest with you, I'm going to do this really quickly. With the little stopper on, 6-stop, I took a 50-second exposure and I got the clouds dragging themselves through the sky, and then here to get the grass I've done 200th of a second just to get the grass pin sharp. I had to bump up my ISO, so it's at 2000, and the reason why I've done that is because I just wanted to get the fast shutter speed shot just in case I needed it, but I don't think I'm going to. We'll have to wait and see. All the other stuff was regular for me. f11 on my aperture and ISO 100 for the long exposure. But as you can see, right on that horizon over there, I don't know if the camera's going to expose for it or not, but yeah, the light just got completely snuffed out at the last minute. There's still a lot of interest going on in the sky. There's a little bit of colour as well. I'm going to stay here for about another 15 minutes and see what happens, see if anything materializes, but if not, then I'm going to pack up and head back home. So I'm currently coming to you from the edit. This is a couple of days after this video was filmed, but the reason why I wanted to do this little segment is rather than putting up a title where everybody's got to read it, I just wanted to tell you there's a couple of mistakes that I made on that night. Some of you have probably already guessed what those mistakes are, but the first one, and this is a biggie, is I should have taken the high shutter speed photographs so I could get those crystal clear pin sharp blades of grass way earlier in the evening. The fact that I left it so late, and I planned in my head I'll get the long exposure first because that's the main photo, and then I'll get the high shutter speed photo, it meant I had to bump my ISO all the way up to 2000, which means that image came out with so much noise in it, it's horrible. I've kind of fixed it to a degree, but I don't like it, and I'm going to go out again and try and get the same photo. The second mistake that I made is I should have just been firing the shutter off throughout the entire evening. As you can see throughout the video as I'm talking, there are some phenomenally wonderful colours in the sky, and I'm just talking to the camera. So, you know, the one that I was waiting for is I was waiting for the sky to explode after the sun had gone down, so you didn't have that burned out horizon where the actual sun was. I wanted the sun to be behind the horizon. It's already gone down, and then you just get this residual color in the sky. That's what I wanted, and I was so focused on trying to get that image that I didn't even think about the fact that the light could get snuffed out at any point, and I hadn't taken any images at that point except for one test shot, which wasn't a long exposure, and I didn't really like it anyway. So I just wanted to explain myself there and just point out the fact that making mistakes is a learning curve. I was disappointed afterwards when I suddenly realized, man, I should have taken the high shutter speed photo first. As soon as I was set up and I was ready and I thought, that's my composition, click, I should have got it straight away, just so I've got it in the bag. And that way I know that even with a high shutter speed, I'm not gonna have to bump my ISO up stupidly just to get a decent exposure. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to explain that rather than making it a title and all that kind of stuff so that people have to read it. But back to the video. Just didn't want to happen in the end. There are some nice colors in the sky, but the image that I wanted to get just didn't happen in the end. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm now walking back home. It's only about 10 minutes, so not too far, but yeah. I don't know, I suppose this video can be an ode to how sometimes when you want to go out and get a photograph, it doesn't always happen. But I was out, and I am actually freezing cold now. My hands are frozen. Trying to change the battery in this camera was near impossible. But yeah, still enjoyed it. It was good to get out. It's good for my mind. Exercise as well. I went back to the gym for the first time in like 2 weeks yesterday. I haven't been able to go because I've been so busy, but went back last night, so my legs are killing me, but it's good to get out and give them a stretch, even though I'm not going to the gym tonight. But I'm rambling now, so once again, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment down below if you've got anything to say. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload. And apart from that, I will see you in the next video.